place you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Why can't we? Hey, it's Wednesday, boys and girls, and welcome to this edition of Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here, and as always, thanks for tuning in. Yes, boys and girls, it's a Wednesday evening, early in this transition here, boys and girls. We're going to give you some sports news that you can't get enough of. In essence, of all the goodies that's happening in the play here. Boy, the NFL is really getting active here and getting their house in order for the 2019 season. We'll talk a wee bit about that, not too much, but a wee bit about it, and some toasty other things in our menu tonight here. Let's have at it, boys and girls. Here, the Detroit Red Wings finally win a game, struggling for the last three games. Maybe the fourth is a charm before they come back home tomorrow on Valentine's Day and do their thing with Ottawa here. However, Detroit Red Wings did win last night. They won, beating the Nashville Predators by a final score of 3-2 to snap that three-game losing streak there. Luke Glendening led the way with a goal and assist. Nick Jensen had two assists, and Dylan Larkins also scored a goal for Detroit. Jimmy Howard was in goal. Did pretty doggone well. Stopped 32 of 34 shots. And there you have it, boys and girls. The Red Wings stopping the bleeding, putting the Band-Aid on it, and hopefully the Band-Aid heal the wound to get them some victories going down the road a piece here. Again, it's not out of the question that they can't make the playoffs. It's the question that will they make the playoffs with the staff that they have. Again, they don't lack effort here, and they put that on last night against a doggone good team, the Nashville Predators. I tell you what, they are a very talented team to go into Nashville and win when it used to be the case with better teams, I might add. Red Wings come out there with a loss, but they came with a win last night, and we'll move on. Ottawa tomorrow night on Valentine's Day at Little Caesars Arena, boys and girls. Now, as you did, and maybe many have, you caught up with the Red Wings game and may kind of slept around and let the TV slide and watch the Fox Sports Detroit post-game show. And if you notice a statement being made that Darren Elliott, the member of, used to be a member of Detroit Red Wings himself as a goalie, he normally does the pregame shows between the benches and between the period post games, and occasionally he did some analysts for a few seasons for the Red Wings there, about 3 or 4. However, the Red Wings 3-2 win in Nashville was Elliott's last game there with Fox Sports Detroit. The TV crew alluded during and after Elliott was also director of Little Caesars youth hockey program as well. and done such a good job with that particular, because many NHL players come out to Little Caesars youth program. He has been taken and offered and taken a job with the Las Vegas Golden Knights as a vice president of hockey programming and facility operations, which is a huge job. What it actually really means, you turn it around, is that he's now going to be working to get that face out there as much as the Red Wings do in order to sell that club socially, television-wise, radio-wise, and all the trimmings in between to make sure that their broadcast has the blitz and the lits. And also the programming gets the same attention as we do here in the metropolitan Detroit area and the Upper Peninsula on Red Wing games. That's a huge responsibility. I wish Elliot the best. Darren, as I call him there. I always used to tease him about Bewitch here. But he, a great guy, a very humble individual there. Him and his family's moving to Las Vegas. And I wish him well in his brand new job. Detroit Tigers. In the meanwhile, camp has started for them. The pitchers and the catchers are in Florida, basking in 77 and above weather, getting themselves together for a grueling Major League Baseball season. But in the meanwhile, the Tigers want you to know they're going to celebrate the final season of the Emmys and Golden Globe award-winning Game of the Thrones on April the 17th at Comerica Park, when the Tigers host the Pittsburgh Pirates at 6:40. That's a weekend game, boys and girls, or a weekday game there. They're going to have a nice little program, and ticket packages are going to include a limited bobblehead of Ron Gottheimer sitting on an iron throne, not a porcelain one, but an iron throne, and the tickets are on sale here. So if you want to go to that particular game and much more here, that package is available. And also fans are encouraged to come to the game dressed up as their favorite character. Yes, walk into the Comerica Park with the ticket that you paid for and dressed up as one of the characters there. So, hey, go to DetroitTigers.com for a list of goodies and other things that you could do in getting a ticket and ensuring your seat to be part of the Game of Thrones here, man. That'll be a great one. I know I go down there every now and then for Star Wars night here. Detroit Tigers really outdo themselves here with these packages. They're going to need a lot of those here when they proclaim in 2022 they'll be competitive. I just can't accept that, but I'm sorry. I like winning. Detroit Lions announced that they have re-signed linebacker Steve Longley and defensive end Mitchell Lewin. Additional contracts were not disclosed, or that means the amount that they're paying them. They ain't going to tell you. Longley returns to the Lions after spending the 2000 to 2018 season with the organization, playing 16 career games, 2 tackles, 11 total special team tackles during that span. He originally entered the NFL with the Seattle Seahawks in 2016 as an undrafted free agent out of Rutgers there. And Lowan, he'll return to the Lions after spending a portion of the 2018 season with the team after being claimed off the waivers by the New Orleans Saints, where he appeared in 3 career games over that particular time, 2017-18 to be exact for the club. He originally entered the NFL in 2016 with the Saints as an undrafted free agent out of Arkansas. And also today, the Detroit Lions kept themselves actually really busy, and it was a no-brainer for them to re-sign long snapper Don Marburn to a contract as well. Congratulations to all three. Hope you make the team. Now, let's move along here to our high school kids there and extracurriculum activity children. I did mention basketball is coming to an exciting halt pretty soon here, and we'll be getting set for districts and all these extravaganza of March Madness. But in the meanwhile, wrestling continues this week for the regionals in the team tournaments. That'll take place just this past tonight on Wednesday. And a lot of the districts will be wrapping that on up because it should have been done because of the postponements of weather and all these other things concerned. This particular will be wrapping up tonight. Hopefully for everybody. There are some weather situations in some parts of the state, but they hope that everyone can get to their venues tonight and wrap up the regionals with the wrestling team tournament performances there due to those weather snafus. The regional individual tournaments are for Saturday, I think, prior to maybe if weather doesn't mess that up. I'm quite sure. Hopefully, Mother Nature can give a pass and let those particular regional individual tournaments go through. Skiing regionals can be or will be, and they just passed on Monday. Some of those were postponed. They will be continuing this weekend, as well as girls competitive cheers will be scheduled for Friday and Saturday next week. Bowling jumps to the regionals on February the 22nd and the 23rd, the same day of the quarterfinals, semifinal, finals. In wrestling, that'll be taking place that weekend as well. So, if you want to look for some of that information, you can find that information on the media tournament information page of the MHSAA website there, First winter tournament championships, again, will be crowned on March 15th, 16th for the Upper Peninsula, swimming and diving. And that's in Marquette, Michigan. That's the Upper Peninsula, only for the swimming now and the diving. But don't sweat at me, boys and girls. Get out there and support those games and those matches and those particular tournaments. Kids could be doing a whole heck of a lot of other little things they got no business doing. But by you supporting them, you'll let them know, I'm watching you. Yes. And I care. That's the main deal. I care. So get with that there, please. Recreational, elementary, middle school, high school. Get out there and support those children, please. Girls, boys, everybody. Some people take their dogs to the game. I could never figure that out. Where could they get some relief? I guess outside, of course, here, the police don't run the kid or the parent off the ground and tell them to take the pet home. Because if I catch you with him in the car by himself, I'm going to take you to jail. So take them home where they belong. Okay, I'm done with that one there. I'm watching the team right now that's brought home now. It's passed a lot of pep and vigor. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about our Detroit Pistons here. They have had three, 2.5 miserable months I've ever seen as a basketball team. Of course, the coach, true to his word, kept his back for his players, and I admire him for that. This is the Pistons' last game before they head into All-Star break. Tonight, when they're playing the Boston Celtics, which, by the way, I'm pleased to say they're leading by 2 points. He just started. Not to do any play-by-play in here. But set them well. And this might show them, where they need to go, where they can get off at, too. They're playing a team, Boston, which is a doggone good team. Of course, Kyrie Irving is not playing in this particular game tonight here. Let me say that from the head of the bunch here. I'm just saying. Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, doing very well indeed. Griffin's averaging 25.8 points, 7 rebounds, 6.3 assists during the winning streak, which is now turned into 4 games in a row. Can you believe it? Drummond, on the other hand, is averaging 26.3 points, 16.3 rebounds, 3 block shots. Both players topped 30 points in their win against the Wizards, the last game they played on Monday night. Really doing very well indeed. Again, the big surprise is the surrounding cast surrounding them, putting up a better effort. Luke Kennard getting time on the floor, being able to put those points up. By the way, he's averaging 17 points a game during that particular time. Big points. Yes. Jackson is doing a better job as a point guard. Not only giving some assists out, he puts an average amount of assists. I think that could be much, much better than advertised. I do believe that. But he's doing a lot better job scoring, with consistent scoring and making better decisions on the floor to make other teams, or not other teams per se, but other players on the team a better chance of scoring. Ish Smith, since injury, and he's been back about a good 5-6 games. It's a big difference when he's able to come in the lineup and light up the board, and he's so fast and play some defense and not wearing them out to a no, not one. He gave the Pistons that boost off the bench. And others as well. Brown is playing a lot better defense. Tom Maker, the other night, blocking that shot, showed that this is the kind of play that we have not seen since Spider Sally and Dennis Rodman. Although the surrounding cast for that 2004 championship team for the Pistons, Rasheed Wallace and them, some consistent scoring. They gave that offense. But you need that. And this guy's scoring up for a three-pointer as well. With limited time on the floor. After being busted in the mouth and getting 5 stitches, blocking the shot. You can't get any better than that. I tell you one thing, and one thing for sure. The upper management staff got to take a close watch on this. Because there's no reason the Pistons don't make the playoffs this year. They're in playoff position for the first time in a long time. They're in 8th position. And can go further than maybe up to 5th, where they should have been in the first place. But you know what? You got to get there first. And that's what has to happen with the Pistons. And if they can do that, boy, oh boy, we got something special going on. Not going to elaborate too much. 20-13 is the score right now, and they're doing a timeout. Pistons lead in Boston Celtics, and play pretty well if you're watching it on telly. Okay, or radio, listening. People doing a lot of things. Our next Butch On Sports this week will be Saturday. And after that, on Saturday, I'll tell you a little story what I'll be doing. I'm going to take a little hiatus for a while here. And on Saturday, I'll tell you why. Okay? I'm going to be nice. I'll tell you why. So, without due saying, I think we can close up. Joe Flacco was traded to the Denver Broncos today. John Elway, Flacco's 33 years old, and when he was well, they didn't play him no more because my man was doing his thing for the Ravens. Oh, well, they ain't going to let him rock. He'll have a place to play this year. They're talking about Joe Flacco. Of course, all that can't be straightened out until March the 1st, and then the 14th, actually, where you can really sign him up for sure. So, hey, might have some things to talk about from them. But anyway, here, the Red Wings, I said again, Ottawa tomorrow. Pistons, after this game, they're going to have some time off for the All-Star break, and who cares? I'm out of here. Saturday night is the time that you'll deal with Butch On Sports. And again, I will announce that you can catch me on Facebook always. Okay, Butch On Sports on Facebook, or type SIMPLYBUTCH.Podomatic.com, and you can get me on Podomatic. Easy as that. The Game Show, which is another website that puts on their calendar, on their menu. You can catch it there, and also on YouTube. Scott Nason on YouTube. And we'll be back doing the game pretty soon, like on next Monday. And you'll get the announcement on that one too. But anyway, here, boys and girls, check me out. Give me a like on Facebook. Butch On Sports is a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. I'm out of here.